Recording? Okay, yeah. I'm here with Dean. Here's a deck profile for his Bang Dream list that someone requested. I forgot the person's name.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's the this is the Arisa wall using the Cosme level 1. So first at level 0, we play 4 of the Chisato. You're also running 8 events in this, so you have 16 misses in the deck. But I think the fact that if you manage to marker a character, it probably lives against most things. Most Bang Dream lists can't get over a 3/5, and then a lot of other sets just like struggle against this.
Yeah, the fact that gains a level 2.
Yeah,
really
like Re-Zero can't clear this. Just a lot of relevant sets just can't deal with a 3/5 level 1. And then like in the later games, it's a 5-card Brainstorm, and it's also just like an extra card of Compression. 3 of this, discard a Bonsai character to salvage a toilet. It's just there to help you get toilets, and then 6s for blue. It's just a good card later in the game. It's also a ditch out. Well, it doesn't actually ditch anything relevant. 3 Brainstorms, I think this is all you really need. It gives 500 power. Not really relevant. 2 of this, it gives you a Scry whenever you play another music character, and then you can tap it to give something an extra 1,000. It helps your Cosmes get over things like Stand by Sal, at least before counter, at least forces the counter in like 1 to 2 lanes. And then it's also got Bonsai Trade in hand, so it works with the other cards so you can get more toilets. Some 1-ofs, on play, pay 1, discard a card, look at top 3, add any card to hand. It helps you get climaxes when you need them, helps you get events if you need them. Just all around a pretty solid card. On play, mill 2, and then it also has pay 1, ditch 1, salvage a card. It gives you access to the waiting room if you need it. And then an actual, just a drop searcher, gains a soul in the middle. So with these 2, you have access to grave and to deck whenever you need it, because you're playing the really good stars. Level 1, playing the Cosmes with the event. Climax combo, on attack, salvage this from grave. This is an event. On play, mill 3, salvage a character that's the level of the number of music characters you milled.
Or lower, right?
Or lower, yeah. So this gets this. It's a 3-card mill. It helps you get to second deck super fast. Kind of like the Yukina combo, but I think it just like it has more deck manipulation than the Yukina combo would. And then you can continuously recur this. Like when this dies, you're probably going to at least mill 1 music character so you can grab it back. And then this also gains 1,000 power when something else is put on play. So it's a 5/5, 6/5, 7/5 after the climax if you play 2 other characters. 8/5 if you tap the back row, or you could just have 7/5 in 2 lanes, which is enough in some matchups. Play 3 of this toilet event. You stock a music character, and then you give a character on attack top check. If it's a music character, add to hand. It goes well with this card or the Futaba, because you can deny the marker with this and then just leave it, so that way you guarantee to hit with this. On play, you marker the 1/0 event. The awkward thing about this deck is if this card's not in grave, and you see the climax later, you might not be able to play the game, because you'll just like slowly bleed hand because your level 1 combo doesn't do anything. By getting the marker under right before you refresh, you can retain one of these stars that you might not have been able to.
And if you absolutely need to, it has the clock ability, right?
Yeah, you don't really use that though. It also has on reverse if it's in the middle, because it gains 3,500, I believe. Yeah, it gains 3,500 if it has the star, so it's a 6/5. And then if it's in the middle and it reverses a card, you can pay 1 clock yourself to salvage a card. I've actually never used that effect.
Yeah, those are some pretty bad games if you have to use it.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad game if you have to. And half the time it's not even big enough. This is just pay 1, summon a character, so it and then at the end of the turn it gets banished. So you can just summon one of these to help the combo get going. And then if you have to, you can just like summon a card and then just let it go to memory at the end of the turn as well, like into an open lane. It's just a stock out and a +1. It's pretty solid, 1-of. Level 2, we have this thing. It's a changer for our level 3 Swimsuit Arisa. If you reveal the level 3 in hand, you can side attack without losing a soul. And then when it gets front attacked, you pay 1 to change into the level 3 from hand. So half the time, a bad player might just side attack it, which gives you pluses. And Also, sometimes the bad play is to just front attack it, giving you a big body on board. and pluses. It heals at least. This is the super spicy tech. So this is a global level support as long as it has this under as a marker. It gets this under it as a marker on play. And then it also on play is pay 1, look at top 2, add 1 to hand. The other one goes to the bottom of the deck. So this can get you the climax for your level 3 or your level 1, whatever you need. And the fact that it's a global just it lets you commit your level 3 early plays to the side lane, so they're harder to answer. Less power gets to the side lanes for most decks. This card's ridiculous. If you have 2 of these out and like full Arisa board, your board is 18k after the climax on defense. This is a 1-of refresh counter. It's just there in case like terrible things happen. And then it also if you go for the dream board, then you're 20,500 on defense in 1 lane. 1-of Buns for Luck. It's a stock swap. The reason you play it is sometimes with the minus soul wall, your opponent can't hurt you for 4 turns, and you can't hurt them because you're slamming a climax every turn and you're winning board, so you're swinging for 4. After a couple turns of that, you just tell them, like, no, you put your entire deck into stock. Level 3, you have this early play. If you have 2 or less climaxes, and then if it's in the front row, it's a global 1500, including to itself. So 1 of them, it's 11k, 2 of them, it's a 12.5. Behind a level support, which is 5 stock, it's a 14k. Climax combo, if you have a full board, it gains 1,000 power cross turn, and at the beginning of your opponent's attack step, -1 soul in 2 slots. So you get to distribute the soul however you want. And then that bumps it up to a 15k on defense with only 2 and the level support behind it. Usually at level 3 or at level 2, your goal is to try to have like this with like a level support back here and then maybe a brainstorm. Very potent card. Kind of need to watch out for early play counters and stuff though, because if you don't have the full board, you don't get the effect. 3 Swimsuit Arisas on play heal, and then it also gets 500 power for every card on your board. That makes it an 11k. Behind 2 Swimsuit Arisas, or two of the level 3 Arisas, it goes up to a 14k with the support 15.5. So extremely strong card. And then it also has, if you take damage, pay to ditch 1. Your opponent takes damage, the same amount of damage you took. So usually you can bait lethals by making them only have like if they're at like 3-5 and swinging, about to swing, you leave the card that's facing this, make it have 2 soul. Or then
it's so dirty.
Or you can just like if they're like if they're further ahead or like they're like lower damage, you can just make this the only attack that they have. So you like neg 2 soul the other lanes, and then this is the only actual attack they get. And if this sticks, then you just, punish them. Oh, global 1500, and on play, you tap a music character to make them refresh with 1 less climax. In combination with the stock swap, it's dirty. If they go for their finisher turn and they don't kill you, you force them to put all that garbage back in their deck. Because they still might be compressed, right? Like at the end of their finishing turn, they might still be like 4 and 8 or something, and then they have like 20 cards clean in their waiting room. Just have them shuffle that back in. And then it's also global 1500, so it's a 3rd support to help you get to the dream 18k board. And then 4 and 4.
Yep. All right. Any last words about matchups or anything you're spooked about, or what to look out for?
You need to kind of be aware of anti-change counters. Like you might have to side some boards with the Arisas, but you shouldn't be afraid of that because then you still get your neg soul and they're probably forced to crash, and at that point like they can't counter anymore anyway. And if they do side, then chances are you have like more profitable attacks with the climax anyway, because instead of swinging for 4, you're probably swinging for like 2 or 1, which is advancing the game state better for you anyway. I think you can wall out AOT. I don't think Mikasa gets over 18k.
It might in 1 lane. I don't know. I haven't done the math.
It would be hard. They have to commit really hard to that. Bang Dream, I think you wall out Yukina. bad players, you just neg soul their board and then they don't have hand. It's all around just like super solid. I think Agree Zero is the only deck, and like Bang Dream with 4 Hamaris are the only, or like the only decks that can really deal with it. And against those, you just sit on. Konosuba is also spooky. They have neg 4Ks, and they also have the clock kicks, so you can't interact with either of those.
Yeah.
But against those, you just loop the Kazumi combo. I guess it's like you don't have a failsafe in a bad game, but I think it's just solid around the board. I don't think there's many good things you can do against it.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I guess you'll see this deck at some regionals. All right. Later, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoy our channel, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, as it does help our channel grow, or you can reach out to us at any of the following social media links below. See you guys in the next video.